Good morning, children. I know it's supposed to be a holiday for you all, but actually, it's a day for revision. Thursday is a day for revision. So, in case you'll have any doubts and you need revision, this is the day you have to do it. So, I've decided to do figures of speech with you all so that you all can check your answers and also we will do revision at the same time. So, do keep your answer books ready where you'll have done your answers, your figures of speech, the homework that I've given you all. Check your answers as we are revising it. In case it's wrong, you can correct it. Let's start with the first one. All the world is a stage. Now this is a metaphor because an indirect comparison is made between the world and a stage. You can write it this way or you can also write metaphor. An indirect comparison is made between two things of different kinds. You can write it in any of the way. I hope you're marking or checking it. That's the reason I'm going a little slow. The second one, childish treble, pipes and whistles. All these indicate sound. Yes, trebles, pipes, whistles, all these indicate sound. So that's why it is onomatopoeia. Sound is indicated in the sentence. Onomatopoeia, sound is indicated in the sentence. Moving on to the third one, a hand unhooked the chain. Now here, if you look at the sentence, some action is being done, correct? Who is doing the action? Actually, a person is doing the action, but here they are saying only the hand. So that means this is the part. The hand is a part of the whole, that is the man. The hand is a part of the whole man, correct? So it is synecdoche. Synecdoche, a part. Hand, that is a hand, stands for the whole. A part stands for the whole. The fourth one, O liberty, what crimes have been committed in thy name? Here the person is talking to liberty, liberty or freedom. Okay, liberty means freedom. Now, can you talk to freedom? No. So it is what? Apostrophe, yes. Liberty is being addressed. Apostrophe. Liberty is being addressed. Liberty is non-human. Yes, it is not a human being. So liberty is being addressed. What else? There is the letter C being repeated twice in crimes and committed. So alliteration, letter C is repeated for poetic effect. You have to write the whole thing for poetic effect. You will not get full marks if the whole explanation is not there. Okay, the fifth one as clear as crystal. Now here a direct comparison is made, but I've always told you direct comparison is always made between two things. Now here no two things are mentioned. So you cannot write a simile, it is a simile, but you cannot write in the explanation whether a direct comparison is made between such and such and such as a thing. So you will just write a direct comparison is made between two things of different kinds. Whatever the other thing may be, that's not your problem, okay? So a direct simile, a direct comparison is made between two things of different kinds. Over. Okay, the next one. Nature's fearful wound. Now, wound means ghav, the hurt that you get. Can nature get hurt? Yes, it's a human being who really feels the wound, feels the hurt. So here, it's a personification. Personification. Nature is treated as if it were a human being. Even the wound is treated as if it were a human being because the wound is said to be fearful, it's said to be scared. Okay. Okay, the next one. And her true love came riding by. What is this? Okay, what first of all you can say it is personification because it's a human being who can ride. Yes, ride a horse basically. You drive a vehicle, you drive a car, but you ride on a horse. So it's personification because love is treated as if it were a human being. Now the second one, what is it? Now what is this true love? Can love sit on a horse and ride? No, it is a human being who is sitting there. A man, because you're saying her true love, correct? So a man, so this true love actually stands for a person. Yes, stands for a person, which is concrete, solid, a person you can feel, you can see, correct? Whereas it's shown as if it was just love which you cannot see. So here it is synecdoche because concrete, so abstract stands for concrete here, abstract here. This is abstract, correct? Abstract is true love, stands for concrete, which is the person. Have you all finished? Can we move on to the next? Okay. An ambassador is an honest man who lies abroad for the good of his country. Okay, here, this is a pun. Who is an ambassador? A person who is sent from one country to another country or another, who goes along with a message for a purpose. Correct? So now here they are telling he is a man who lies abroad, means stays abroad. He generally stays, but here the word lies has double meaning. Lies is telling a lie for the good of his country, and also lies means he stays over there. So it is a pun, it's a play on words. Next one, the same thing, it is also alliteration because the letter E is repeated for poetic effect. The letter A, an ambassador and abroad. What else is there? Antithesis. You see, honest and lies. Both are opposite. So, antithesis. Words with opposite meaning are given in the same sentence. The ninth one. Of heart more kind, of hand more bold. Here you can say the word, it's repetition because the word more is repeated for poetic effect. It's also alliteration because the letter H in heart and hand is repeated for poetic effect. What else? It is synecdoche. Now what does here the word heart, what does it stand for? Heart stands for feeling. So feelings which are kind or good. And hand stands for the action which is bold. Yes. So the action which is, not a coward, not scared, which is bold, which is brave. Okay. So here it is synecdoche because the concrete stands for the abstract here. You can see the hand, there is a heart, but you cannot see the feeling. You can see the hand, but the action is you cannot touch it. Okay, so the concrete stands for abstract. Let's move to the next one. Many are called, but few are chosen. Here, many and few, opposite words, so antitheses. Words with opposite meanings are given in the same sentence. The 11th one, among Arabian sands. Now, what do you find? Where do you find sand? In the desert. You find sand in the desert. So, this sand is what? It is a desert. So, it is synecdoche. Synecdoche. A part stands for the whole. That is, in the desert you find sand everywhere. So a sand is part of the desert. So a part stands for the whole. WHOLE. Moving on to the 12th one. Also you have alliteration because you have the letter A repeated for poetic effect. Moving on to the 12th one, voices less loud than their hearts. Here alliteration because the letter L is repeated for poetic effect.